My love, thank you feels like such a small phrase, too light, too fragile to carry the weight of what I feel for you. But still, I will say it again and again until the stars grow tired of listening and the moon learns the rhythm of your name. Thank you for your love, the kind that does not shout to be seen but glows steadily like a placed in my darkest nights. Thank you for your support, for the way you hold me up even when I don't realize I am falling. Thank you for standing beside me, not only in the sunshine, but in the quiet storms that only two hearts in love can understand. I am so glad to be with you, not just in words, not just in moments, but in the invisible thread that ties my soul to yours in a way that feels older than time and stronger than distance. You are my everything, not because I depend on you to exist, but because you make existence feel brighter, warmer, and worth every breath. You are my first thought in the morning when the world is still soft and sleepy, before the noise of the day begins, before responsibilities knock on my door. There, you are in the quiet of my mind, smiling as if you never left my dreams. You are my last thought at night when the sky is dressed in darkness and the world slows down. When I close my eyes, it is your voice I hear, your laughter that echoes gently, your love that wraps around me like a blanket woven from stars. I love you more than you'll ever know, more than the miles between us, more than the doubts that try to whisper, more than the fears that sometimes linger. My love for you is not measured in grand gestures alone, but in the smallest details, in the way I pause when I see something that reminds me of you, in the way I wish you were beside me when something beautiful happens, in the silent prayers I send to the heavens asking that you be safe, happy, protected, blessed. You are my calm in chaos. When life feels overwhelming, when responsibilities weigh heavy on my shoulders, I think of you, and somehow the burden becomes lighter. Your love is not loud, yet it is powerful. It steadies me, it grounds me, it reminds me of who I am and who I want to be. With you, I feel understood, not just heard, but truly understood. You see beyond my words, you read the spaces between my sentences. You know when I am tired, even when I say I'm fine. You know when I need encouragement, even when I try to be strong. That is love, real love. The kind that listens without judgment, the kind that stays even when things are imperfect, the kind that chooses again and again to remain I am so glad to be with you because being with you feels like home, not a place with walls and a roof, but feeling a safe space where I can be my truest self. With you, I do not have to pretend. I do not have to hide. I do not have to shrink my dreams or silence my fears. You accept me with my flaws, with my scars, with my past. And instead of seeing imperfections, you see someone worth loving. That kind of love changes a person. It changes me. You are my strength when I feel weak. You are my hope when the road ahead looks uncertain. You are my joy in the simplest moments. A message, a call, a shared laugh over something small. You are my everything, and yet you never ask to be. You love freely, you give freely, and that is why my heart belongs to you so completely. I love you in the quiet mornings and in the loud afternoons. I love you in the middle of ordinary days and in the middle of unforgettable nights. I love you when we are laughing, and I love you when we are silent. Even in silence, your presence speaks to me. If I could, I would gather every star in the sky and spell your name across the night. I would ask the wind to carry my love to wherever you are, so that even from a distance you would feel how deeply you are cherished. You have become a part of my heartbeat, a rhythm that feels incomplete without you, a melody that only makes sense when our hearts beat together. Thank you for loving me the way you do, for choosing me, for believing in us, for seeing a future where our hands are intertwined through every season of life. I imagine our days ahead, walking side by side, sharing dreams, building memories. I imagine the simple things: morning, coffees, late night, conversations inside, jokes only we understand. And in every image, there is warmth, there is peace, there is us. I promise to love you not just when it is easy, but when it requires patience, when it requires understanding, when it requires growth. I promise to stand beside you, to support your dreams, to lift you when you stumble, to celebrate your victories as if they were my own, because you are my partner, my best friend, my safe